Very excited to be here. Yet another solar eclipse. This is the second one that I've done with Mark and Dana, and it's just a pleasure to be here. And I want to just talk a little bit about how to live a borderless life. When I was in college, I took a Psych 101 class, and our professor told us we were going to learn about human behavior by studying a school of fish. So at the very beginning of the semester, she went out and she bought a 50-gallon tank. And inside the 50-gallon tank, she put 50 fish. It was really interesting to learn about how they interacted with one another, how they formed community. So what we did about halfway through the semester was that we corralled all the fish to one side, and into the tank we inserted a plexiglass partition. And we observed their behavior and observed their movements, and we learned a lot about human behavior from this group of fish. As the semester was ending, we decided to deconstruct the tank. And the very first thing that we did was to remove the plexiglass partition. And it was interesting because we noticed that they weren't swimming to the other side of the tank. And we thought that was really interesting, and so we decided to just watch and observe a little bit more. From that day until the day the very last fish died, they never swam in a full tank again. For a lot of us, we were really, really deeply impacted by the pandemic. Many of us were corralled to one side and a plexiglass partition was inserted into our existence. I remember when the pandemic was over, it reminded me of that school of fish. And it reminded me that it was time to venture out and see and discover what the world was like again. And so I challenge each of you to just check the plexiglass partitions that you've inserted into your lives, the things you told yourself that you couldn't do, the things that you said were too big for you to overcome, the things that hurt you when you tried them the first time, that first time when you went to the gym and you said my muscles are so sore, and I tried that recipe and it didn't work, and I tried that experiment and it backfired in my face, and I tried love and they didn't love me back. And my family members said they would always be there for me. When I really needed them, they turned their backs on me. And there were these plexiglasses now. They're all in my existence. And now I'm just living here. And I'm the one in a cage. And I'm the one in an aquarium. But I want to give you permission again to live a borderless life. To see that there's a huge world around us. There's a lot of things that are opportunities that are available to us. And there are no plexiglasses there if you just try to look one more time. So my friends, I just stopped by to tell you that. I've been to 46 countries, and I only did that because I removed the plexiglasses that were in my life. When people said, "Oh, Steve, it's too dangerous. You couldn't go there." I went anyway. Man, how could you go there alone? I went by myself anyway, and I'm here to tell you the story. Thank you very much for your time.